Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry Snow, and in today's video we're going to be continuing on in our little connected series, as I'm calling it right now, where we're going to take a look at how to connect or integrate your WooCommerce with Mailchimp on WordPress. Let's get started. So I'm already logged into my Mailchimp account. And unlike the previous video I did last week, where you had to go under audience, sign up form, pop-up subscription form, the WooCommerce integration is under the integrations tab. So that's where we're at. We'll go to integrations, and then I've selected e-commerce, and then scroll down and click on WooCommerce. So the first thing you see, it says connect a new site. So similar to the subscriber pop-up form that we did last week, it's asking you to connect a new site, but it's saying before you start on that process, make sure you have all of these other things done already. And that is to make sure that your host environment must be WooCommerce server requirements, including PHP 7 or greater. Now, if you're not familiar with PHP 7, you have no idea what that means, please ask your web hosting provider, okay? And it also says you need to have the WooCommerce plugin already. So a little typo there. Installed and activated in WordPress. So that's what we're going to do first. So let's go over to my website. So I'm on my website. I've already been digging into WooCommerce scheduled actions a little bit, but for us, we're going to go down to plugins, click on add new. I'm going to go over to search plugins. Going to type in Mailchimp for WooCommerce. I already have it there. Now don't search for Mailchimp for Woo. You're not going to get it, so you have to spell it out. Mailchimp for WooCommerce. So this is it right here, Mailchimp for WooCommerce. I'm glad to see that the stars are going up. It was 2.5, now it's up to 3.5. That's a positive thing. You always want to look for the reviews. When you're installing a plugin, you want to look for the installations, and you want to look for the last time it was updated. And make sure it's compatible with, now at this point, WordPress 5.5. So we're going to click on Install Now. And click Activate. Now, the first thing it says, hey, you got to connect your website, just like it said on the Mailchimp website. You got to connect your website. So we're going to click Connect. A little pop-up window opens. We're going to log in. Make sure you read all this information here. I'm going to skip it just for brevity. Click on Allow. All right, connected. Please wait. And there we go. Now it picked up the store settings that I have in the WooCommerce settings, and it populated it here. And you just want to verify all this information, like it's missing some information here. So I will put in a phone number, make sure your time zone's correct, your locale, WooCommerce currency, and down here you have optional store settings. It says plugin permission level, Woo administrators or shop manager administrators. That's up to you, depending on what your needs are. I'll do administrations only. Click Next. Audience defaults. Again, this is picking it up from the Mailchimp side. So it's saying, okay, you're from name, strategic marketing solutions. Here's your email. Here's your subject line. If you wanted to have a default in there, obviously your language. And then the permission reminder message is always a good thing. Why people are getting emails. Click Next. Then we go over to the audience settings. So there's an option here to, during initial sync, auto-subscribe the existing customers. So if you have customers who have already bought products on your WooCommerce store, the option here is to sync them up into Mailchimp, into your contacts. So that's up to you if you want to do this during the initial sync. In the next section here, it's talking about the opt-in when people check out on your checkout page of your WooCommerce store. So you can have it visible, checked by default, visible, unchecked by default, or hidden, unchecked by default. And for subscriber settings, under tags, I'm just going to do store, very general. You can come up with your own. And under product settings, I'm going to keep it at the default here, 300 by 300. And we're going to click on Start Sync. Okay, it says start the sync process. The plugin has started the initial sync with your store, and it's going to do its thing. And then it's we have a communication option here. You could turn that on so Mailchimp could subscribe to you. And if the sync doesn't work initially, you can always do a resync to try to get the people that are missing. Last thing I want to point out is the logs. So if anything goes wrong and you're trying to figure out what happened, there might be stuff under the debug section. So go check that out. And then also this will help Mailchimp try to pinpoint any errors that are going on. So now if we go back into our integrations tab on Mailchimp and refresh the page, and here you are. We are now connected. So it says manage your sites. And it should have larrysnow.me. There it is, WooCommerce Store connected today. One of the benefits of doing all of this is to get features that you wouldn't otherwise have with your WooCommerce Store, and use Mailchimp to kind of market to these folks that are buying products on your WooCommerce Store. So you have the abandoned cart email. So if they put in their email address and then skip town and don't complete the checkout process, then you can send them an abandoned cart email. You can do product retargeting. So you can encourage customers to purchase an item they viewed on your website. And of course, you can send order notifications right through Mailchimp. And if we go under down here, it says, hey, here's a tip, e-commerce automations. You can go check that out. And these automations add even more flexibility, more features to your WooCommerce store and what you can do to connect with your customers. So under the e-commerce tab, you can say thank first-time customers, reward best customers, retarget site visitors. We already talked about abandoned cart email, and enable order, and we already talked about that. And you can do follow-up on purchases. So if someone purchases a specific product, like a course or something, you can follow up with them and give them special automations and help them go through maybe a particular course program through the follow-up, something like that. And you can also win back lapsed customers. Those are just some of the few features that you have under the automation tab. And you can always use the customize tool to customize your automations. Now, once you connect your WooCommerce with Mailchimp, you'll also get this Ecommerce Performance, and it will show you your revenue for the day in the last 7 days. You can also tweak that and say 30 days, past year. Just quickly at the very end here, there's one thing I do want to show you, and that is to set up a segment. Previously, what we did with the a pop-up subscriber form, we can do now with anyone who purchases anything. So what we can do is we can go to audience, segments, and click on create a segment. And if we go in the first box here, you'll notice that we have a new options here. It's called e-commerce, and we have orders, product purchase, product activity, purchase date, spent, all that good stuff. So you can say the product purchased is, and then you can select a product that you have in WooCommerce. I have 2 tests here, consultation and course. We'll do course 1. And there you go. And then I can preview that segment. And there you are. See how I have that store tag. And then I can save that segment as, you can do it by the product or by the store. So I'm going to do this as course 1, and I click on save. And now I have a segment that I can specifically send out emails to, campaign emails or automations to that particular segment for courses. Pretty cool, right? So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking to the end. I know this is probably going to be kind of long. I really appreciate that. And if you like this type of content, make sure you click the subscribe and the notification bell so that you immediately get notified when a new video goes up on the channel. Thanks, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.